Welcome to the Appliance Boss channel. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Marcus the Money Man, the Appliance Boss. This video we're talking all about the back office, your CSRs, how you manage things, how do you train them, how, all the things that go into your customer interactions, right? Your CSRs, they're the face of your company. Why? Because they're usually the first ones people talk to when they call to try to schedule appointments, okay? But what you want to think about is, how do I, as a business owner, go from answering phone calls, scheduling appointments, scheduling follow-up visits, trying to bill out, do all this back office work and repair stuff at the same time? Do I want to pull completely out of the office or out of the field and train someone to do the work while I manage that and build that? Or is it easier for me to train somebody to do the back office work while I continue to produce revenue and bring in revenue into the company and train somebody how to do the back office stuff? My answer always is hire the CSR first. For this reason first, okay? One, you can train somebody how to answer calls. So when you're answering calls, you got to really focus on, okay, how do you schedule? What kind of services do you provide? What hours of operation and location do you provide the works on which days? Okay, that's the easy stuff. Now, the more difficult things where people kind of run into is, the rebuttal aspect. So when I say rebuttals, customers are going to have questions. How much are service call fees? How much does it cost to actually fix it versus replacing it? Do you sell parts, etc., etc., etc.? There's so many different rebuttals, and we've seen them all over these last couple of years. Okay, now we do a really good job of talking through like discounts and inquiry about parts. Identifying who's the actual motivated customer versus the tire kickers that calls in, right? So those are just the smaller things that over time your customer service rep will get better at, but we train ours on the potential things that comes through, okay? The next thing is, you may have somebody who you train, they're good with people, they're good with answering questions, but if they don't understand the products, it can make it more difficult for them to be able to give outstanding customer service, okay? So products, what do I mean by that, okay? If somebody calls in and they have an issue with their refrigerator, let's be real. It's 2024, going to 2025. People are gonna search on YouTube, they're gonna Google, my refrigerator is not cooling and I have an LG. What's the potential? And what are they gonna pop up first? The compressor's gone bad, okay? So if you aren't training your CSRs on common problems that could go wrong with certain appliances, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? These things are great because the customer may call in and say, hey, how much is your service call fee? And if it's something that's outside of what they're used to or what they expect to hear, which usually it is if they're first time they're calling, and they already done the research, they may know, well, it looks like it's going to be a compressor. How much is that going to cost? And CSRs can really run into a issue with that type of question, because if they're not trained with what a compressor is, they either gonna make something up or they'll use what you give them. So you can quite simply say, yeah, it could be a compressor, it can be a condenser fan, it could even be an evaporator, but our technicians are trained to be able to go out, diagnose the problem, and tell you exactly what the issue is and give you an estimate right on site. It's only $150 for us to come out and tell you what's wrong with your appliance, okay? So in these type of scenarios, you're answering the questions, you're basically telling them, okay, compressor, you're telling them condenser fan, you're telling them evaporator fan, you're using the terminology that they may be used to or they may have heard when they're doing their research, but they have no idea what they're doing. They're giving you a call because they're not confident in what they saw or the information that they had back. So if you're talking the language, now you're feeling more confident. And if they're more confident on the phone, they're going to have a better experience. And if they have a better experience, they may, say, okay, I'll pay $25 more for this service call. So instead of the other company that said $125, your company said $150, but a lot more confident in what they see all the time. Okay, so CSRs, the back end training on the phone is very important. Like I said here, I'm looking through just the back end course of the Appliance Boss course. That's on sale, by the way. Go ahead and click the link. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 common rebuttals with answers and the way to get them back on track. Just in here. Now, that's just not it. Okay, so when you're managing your parts orders, when you're managing whether it's a rotation of calendar, so if you have a team where it is multiple technicians and you want to manage the route to give them the most efficient route possible, we got things in there for the rotation and the schedule. Okay, now when it comes to our appliance training, so like I told you before, we have a full appliance 101 training, very basic, where we talk through the different appliances, okay, and it's listed out so they can read through it and understand, okay, we manage these type of appliances, these are the common issues, and they can get some terms, okay? So it doesn't make them the expert, but it makes them sound like the expert compared to the caller, because they're calling us because they need our service. So I just want to do this quick short video again, just to guys let you know, this is part of the full course that's available right now on appliancebosscourse.com/Black Friday or appliancebosscourse.com. Go ahead, check it out. Get it today while it lasts, and I'm telling you, I'm going to take it down soon. So if you do want to get access, let's go in, log in, pay for it, and then I'll see you on the other side. Peace.